right? And I'm excited. I always say that I'm excited to have you here again. That's my tagline, but really, I'm really excited to have you here. And I'm always excited to have my guests, whoever my guest is, but I'm just truly excited that Dr. Mariah in the making is with me. She is such a blessing to have on the show as we are learning, we're being students. This journey that I'm on around health, it's just like the Bible says, ask and it shall be given, seek, you shall find, knock and the door shall be open. I'm telling you, the word of God really helps us to be able to navigate this life and this journey. And ever since I've been on a quest to understand in my journey, because we all have journeys about how to live this life, it comes to you. So this is what we do at the Bridge Broadcast Show. We are the gateway to get you from where you are to where you want and need to be. You may not even know you need to be there, but you may want to be there. But sometimes you get what you need. God is so amazing. He gives us what we need. He doesn't always give us what we want, but we definitely get what we need. And so, WYTV7, Christian Broadcasters Network, I'm just privileged to be able to, be the host of the Bridge Broadcast Show to share with you more knowledge, tips, and, things that's going to help you be better, to live your best life and be productive. Without delay, I got Mariah with me. Mariah, say hi to everybody.
Hello, everybody. I'm so thankful to be here and be here with you, Tina, and with all of you listening. This is such an incredible time for us to share space together and to grow in knowledge one to another.
Mariah, you are so right. It's just a blessing to be here because, every day is not promised. If we don't do what we need to do, tomorrow's not necessarily promised. And we've been talking about a healthy heart. We've been talking about, we talked on the last show about systolic and diastolic, and I was sharing that I had the last one I had was 120/72, which was good, but I want to maintain that. And it's everything that we're getting and giving to you on the show today to keep you having that healthy heart. And you say the symbol, what is our symbol? It's a healthy heart. It's a healthy heart, background black, healthy heart. We want to have a healthy heart. And so today we want to continue to give you some tips on how to have that healthy heart. When you go to the doctor and the doctor asks how you doing, what you're eating, it's all for a reason to gather information on, where you are in your progress. So Mariah, help us out. What do you want to tell us today?
Yes. It's so tough when you get that sentence coming from your doctor and you don't know what to do about it besides take a pill or a supplement perhaps. So, I really want to encourage people that there is something that you can do. There's something in your lifestyle that you can change to incorporate a more whole and healthy life. So I want to give my first tip of the day in this part 2 section that to reduce stress. Reducing your stress, know what your stressors are so that you can manage them. So if you are, a full-time mom, you have your job, you have, all your duties that you need to attend to, know what they are, know the time that you need to put into them. And if you can take out any of those or rearrange some time, saying no is actually, it's a really hard thing to do, but it can be a huge blessing to be able to know really how you want to shape and create your life, so that because every yes you say, you're saying no to something else. So in a way, taking care of yourself in that way, reducing your stress so that you can have a more enjoyable lifestyle. And it also, those stress levels, they do increase your cortisol, which is making you have that adrenaline to keep going. And we unfortunately are at this high level of cortisol throughout our days, where our bodies are being depleted and we wonder why we're so tired all the time. But, we just keep going and going, and there's always more to do. And this isn't, a sustainable lifestyle, really. So yeah, we need to understand that.
Sometimes we think we're the Energizer bunnies, but Energizer bunnies eventually fall over. And so we want to have that level of prevention. And I want to go back to something you said, when you get that sentence and the reason I have Mariah on, no disrespect to Western medicine and our medical professional society, but I'm very passionate about naturopathic, healing, allowing our bodies to heal for itself. And I won't take this opportunity to talk about all the impacts, be it negative or against. But I want to talk to you in a positive way, what we can do proactively, about how we can handle that sentence. If the doctor tells you that you are not well, or you've been diagnosed with this disease and you get a pill. Well, you know what? We have a better way. We have a better way than the pill. And Mariah is going to continue to talk to us about what is the better way. And that stressor, oh, it's huge. We want to be mindful of stressors. And Mariah, give us one more tip before we go on a commercial break.
That's right. Yes. So, with that, there's meditation and deep breathing. Those are practical tips for reducing your stress. So if you've ever tried meditation, or if you haven't tried meditation, if you need some guidance, go on YouTube and look up a video, something to help guide you through calming down your mind and what this meditation process is, and also some deep breathing tricks, literally to put your hand on your chest or on your stomach and feel your breath, and you can feel your body naturally calm down with just the power of breath. It's the life force that's going into our body. And, if you have any pain or stressor areas, breathe life and breathe light into those areas in your body. So if there is something, you're stressed about in your heart and the anxiety on your chest, breathe light into that space and allow it to be filled up with goodness and life and light, and to let it go, let that stress go off your chest. So the power of breath is truly, it's truly there for us to fully harness.
That's so powerful, Mariah. When you said just take some time and meditate and minimize the stressors, stress, I haven't read any studies on it, but I know it's so integral with our bodies and our physical. Well, you talked about it, the cortisol, but the integratedness of our stress and our emotional impact on our physical. And so we are a tripart being. It is very integrated, and what happens to one system affects the other system. And so as we go on the break, I just want to remind you that the energy that you exude or you put off, and not only impacts others, but impacts you. And we talked about that early on our show, that we are one. What you do to yourself and you do to others, it all carries over. But with that, we're going to a break, because we're coming back to find out much more on this healthy heart. All right, welcome back. We are back on Healthy Heart Part 2, and we are looking to find out how this whole thing plays a part on a healthy heart. I was talking about, the energy. I tell you, energy is everything, and how you put out energy, and when you're stressed, and how you move about, and how that impacts, if you I did an activity, and it's like you move and then when you slow down, the difference between the two energies is powerful. So, Mariah, I don't know if you have anything to add to that, or you want to give your points. I just wanted to throw that in there.
Yes, absolutely. I back that up 100%. So people to just be more mindful of your everyday life. And my next point that I have is talking about reducing your alcohol and what those effects can have on your body. So it's actually 16% of high blood pressures of what the cause is linked to is alcohol consumption, which I found out of the 26% that is that people suffer from high blood pressure, 16% of that is coming from alcohol related consumption. And it's part of our lifestyle of kind of a cool down routine, and it's enjoyable. It's it's fine to have those times of enjoyment, but to just really know, like what it is doing to your body, so that when you have even a 10 ounce or 10 grams of alcohol, actually increases your blood pressure by 1 millimeter hertz. So, you were saying your numbers are pretty good, but so if you have, 2 drinks, that's going to increase those numbers to 2 millimeter hertz to your overall reading.
Wow, that's so interesting. And you know what? We're not trying to tell you how to change your lifestyle, but we just want to give you some tips on how to be better. Mariah, help us out. What else do we have?
Yeah. So, and with that, I wanted to touch on a lot of people, they ask about red wine and is this good for me or not? And it does have its pros and cons for sure. So it does have that, it is filled with flavonoids, which are those good, what's the word? The
flavonoids, the good, healthy,
they have that good antioxidants. That's the word I'm looking for. And they are vasodilators. So it does have a tendency, it can lessen this like heart-related hypertension. And so one glass could benefit in those ways. However, if you go more than, your 1 or 2 glasses, they actually suggest that women have just that 10 grams of alcohol, like one glass, and men can have like 1 or 2 a day. And so that, if we have this light to moderate intake, that it can reduce atherosclerosis and that vascular disease, but to just be within your ranges.
And so, and I'm taking that you're talking about hard alcohol, like the harder stuff, not the red wines.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that white wines have a lot more sugar, but we're looking to get those antioxidants. And if you do it within reason, it could be beneficial, not that you're drinking the whole bottle.
Right.
And so we just want you to be helped. We want you to be better. We want you, to, be productive in your life, So Mariah, tell us, how many more tips do we have?
Yeah, we have about, three more. So
tell us what we got.
Yeah, the next one, I wanted to touch on caffeine levels. So caffeine obviously can affect the heart. And when you get a lot of your jolt of coffee in the morning, perhaps you get that racing in your heart. It's not necessarily the best thing for you to, have those highs and lows. So to just kind of be mindful of your caffeine intake. One thing that you can pair together is L-theanine, is an herb supplement that is actually found in green tea, but it helps to kind of moderate your caffeine levels. So if you take your L-theanine with your coffee in the morning, you kind of get a moderate caffeine level. So that's one nice tip. And
tell me again, L-theanine and coffee can help me moderate. Say that again?
Yes, that it can help moderate the caffeine jump that is happening in your body. So it's, a lot of us get that spike, and it's spiking our blood sugar, which is kind of the main thing that's happening. And green tea is really good at keeping your metabolism stable. And so with L-theanine is that component within green tea that is stabilizing mainly your blood sugar level.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Mm-hmm. What do we have? We're almost to the end of our show. Give us the last 2 tips.
Yeah. So to cut back sugar and refined carbs. This is huge for people who are suffering from trying to lower high blood pressure. That our sugar is there again, spiking our blood glucose, and those refined carbs, they aren't really giving our bodies much nutritional value anyways, and they're just kind of fillers for our body. So our body has to readjust to all of these different levels. We get a big spike after a meal, and then we are going back down, and you kind of get those crashes. So yeah, this tip of just kind of reining in the amount of sugar and refined carbs that you take in.
So it's not just we're trying to avoid diabetes, but we have fillers. That's so interesting that you called it a filler that has no nutritional value. So we want to be mindful of that. And because remember, we're taking care of our heart. This is the goal. Mariah, what is our last tip for today?
Yes. So I wanted to leave you guys with some takeaways of some natural supplements and things that you can incorporate into your into your cupboard cabinet at home. So I wanted to touch on hibiscus and it being rich in anthocyanidins and polyphenols, and they're good for your heart and lowering that blood pressure. Also, fish oil has those EPAs that are good for your brain, but also good for improving heart and health function. And then also aged garlic extract is successfully been shown to stand alone as a treatment for raising your heart levels and heart health. Also, berberine is something that is found in herbs like golden seal, also turmeric or Oregon grapefruit or barberry, and it increases nitric oxide production, which helps decrease blood pressure. So your nitric oxide gets your blood flowing. Exercising increases your nitric oxide production. So same thing, we're just doing this with an herb and a supplement that is doing kind of a similar thing of exercise, but increasing that nitric oxide. So we're helping to increase the exercise and the muscle movements of our heart.
Wow. Oh my God. I have a friend that's in Africa that says, wow. I'm like, that's how I feel right now. It's like, wow. I'm so excited because in my journey, I understood what polyphenols were about, and polyphenols are in olive oil, fresh olive oil. So if you have an olive oil place in your city, it's a little bit more money, but our heart is worth that. Fish oil tablets, those are good. Berberine, I was taking it, but and I stopped because now I didn't know why I was taking it, but now I know why. So I need to go back to that berberine. And I had turmeric. I take turmeric, and it is really get your fingers like really orange, and but it's rich. It's rich in everything. And so I want that nitric oxide in my life so I can have that heart moving and doing what it's supposed to be doing. Mariah, oh my God, thank you. This is so good. Healthy Heart, woohoo! Healthy Heart Part 2. This has been amazing for the month of February. This is the heart month. This is the heart love month. And so we're really excited that we learned so much about Healthy Heart. And please, if you need to refresh this, review this, reach out to us. And, if you have other questions and you need resources and all that good stuff, reach out. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. I'm excited. I'm looking at my notes and I'm just excited about what I just learned and what you just learned. And you should be excited. Find yourself at a local store. Here, we're going to put another shout out. Trader Joe's, any Whole Foods, any health store that is in your area. Find those stores and just go in there and ask questions. There's people like Mariah was at the store that I was at. She answered questions. She was a cashier, but she was also a health assistant. Talk to those people. They're waiting for us to talk to them, and not enough people talk to them. Would you agree with that, Mariah?
Yes, and especially the people at Good Harvest Market out in Waukesha, Pewaukee, Wisconsin. They are doing a good thing over there.
Yes, and so find your local store where people can help you be successful and be whole. Well, you know what? I hate to end this show, but we have to go and we have to give you more stuff. So we are returning back to Sleep Hygiene Part 3. We're going to look at busting myths around sleep hygiene. So we will see you when we see you next week. Reach out to us. Bye for now.